Somewhere behind an ordinary door, a human is stuck. Observe the posture. Elbows on the desk, face 6 inches from screen, staring at a problem the way you stare at a vending machine that took your money. Maybe it is the job. Maybe it is a mood that moved in without paying rent. Maybe it is a decision that has been almost decided for 3 weeks. You know this position. You have been this position. Tonight, on Souls, Explained, we document the rescue attempts. Attempt 1, more coffee, because clearly the first 4 cups were building towards something. Attempt 2, aggressive Googling, typing the entire problem into the search bar, including the words, "What should I do?" as if the internet is a wise ant. Attempt 3, asking the group chat, which responds with 3 conflicting opinions and 1 GIF. Attempt 4, buying an online course, to be open never. Attempt 5, the classic, reorganizing apps into folders. Because if the phone is tidy, surely the life will follow. 6 hours of effort. Problem status, fully intact. Possibly smug. Meanwhile, the most underrated piece of technology in human history waits right outside the door. No charge, no subscription, no reviews. Enter the friend. Every documentary needs one. The friend listens to the whole saga, nods with genuine compassion, and then says the forbidden words. Have you tried going for a walk? Look at that face. That is the look humanity reserves for people who suggest herbal tea for a broken leg. A walk. This is a crisis, not a lack of scenery. The subject explains, patiently, that this problem is complicated. It has layers. It requires serious thinking, the kind performed motionless in a chair while slowly becoming part of the furniture. The friend shrugs and deploys the sentence that changes everything. Fine, then go outside and prove it does not work. Oh no, now it is a challenge. And if there is one force stronger than human despair, it is human spite. So our subject stands up to the quiet heartbreak of the chair, puts on shoes with the enthusiasm of someone heading to their own audit, and steps outside. Purely for science. Purely to return in 20 minutes and announce, with deep satisfaction, see? Still broken. Remember this moment, dear viewer. It is the last time the problem will ever be this size. Minute 1. Our subject is walking, technically. The body is outside. The head is still at the desk. Minutes 2 through 5 are spent in a heated argument with an imaginary opponent. We are proud to report that our subject is winning. Devastating comebacks are delivered to the open air. A rebuttal is rehearsed for a meeting that already happened. If you have ever done this, blink twice. We see you. Minute 8, something shifts. The legs have found a rhythm. Left, right, and the argument keeps losing its place. Minute 12. Wait, hold on. Why does the problem feel 20% smaller? Nobody solved anything. No emails were sent. And yet, minute 15, a pigeon. Our subject stops and watches a pigeon, and the pigeon is strangely interesting. It is just walking around, doing its little pigeon errands, unemployed and unbothered, and watching it is weirdly soothing. When did birds get this good? Minute 20. Our subject returns, opens the door, and stops. The problem is still there. Same size, same shape. But the person looking at it is not the person who left. And that, dear viewer, is the entire trick. To explain what just happened, we bring in our specialist. You know him. Dreadlocks, calm eyes, walks everywhere, never in a hurry, somehow never late. He falls into step beside our subject and starts with the machinery. Your brain has 2 modes. Mode 1 is the drill. Focused, narrow, staring straight at the problem, boring into one spot. Magnificent for spreadsheets, taxes, and furniture with confusing instructions. Mode 2 is the field. Wide, wandering, unfocused. It drifts across everything you know and quietly introduces ideas that have never met. The field is where answers come from when the drill has been screaming at a wall for 6 hours. And here's the catch. You cannot stare your way into the field. Staring harder is just using the drill on something that needs the field. But walking opens it automatically. Left, right, Bilateral, rhythmic forward motion. It is the body language for we are moving on, and the brain believes the body. Motion unsticks emotion. That is not poetry, that is plumbing. Then he smiles and says it gently. You think you're stuck in life. Quite often, you're just stuck in chair. And then he says the thing our subject will remember for years. That restlessness in you. The fidgeting, the pacing, the itch you keep medicating with scrolling. You have been treating it like a flaw. It is not a flaw. It is the oldest instinct you own. It is the body asking to move, the same way lungs ask for air. You are not lazy. You are not broken. You are a migratory creature living in a waiting room. Think back. Every truly unsolvable thing you ever untangled. Where were you when it finally came loose? In the shower. On a walk. Driving on a long, straight road. Almost never at the desk. Knots do not open under the drill. They open in motion. You come from a long line of walkers. For 200,000 years, your ancestors walked out every grief, every fear, every impossible question. There was no other tool. The path was the therapist. So when you walk, you are doing the most human thing there is. And somewhere deep inside you, something ancient recognizes the rhythm and exhales. It has been waiting a long time for you to remember. Which brings us to the toolkit handed over by the guide right there on the path, because of course he does not do desks. Tool 1, the 10-minute contract. You are allowed to turn around after 10 minutes. That is the whole contract. 10 minutes is so small that even your excuses approve it. And here is the secret clause. At minute 10, you will not want to turn around. Tool 2, walk the problem. Say the question out loud. Once at the door. Should I take this job? What am I actually afraid of? Then no phone, no podcast. Let the feet chew on it. You will come home with an answer or with peace. Both count as solved. Tool 3, the meeting walk. Take one phone call today, walking instead of sitting. Same call, same words, different human making them. People can hear the difference. And tool 4, the guide's personal favorite, the no-goal stroll. Once a week, walk with zero purpose. No step count, no errand, no destination. Just you moving through the world at the speed you were built for. That is not wasted time. That is maintenance of the soul. 1 week later, same desk, same screen, same email sitting there like a patient little vulture. Let the record show. The walk fixed nothing. The decision still waits. The job is still the job. And let the record also show the walk fixed everything. Because the person at the desk sits differently now. The problem stopped being a wall and went back to being a thing on a list. The tangle above their head has loosened into one long, quiet line, trailing all the way back to a path with a pigeon on it. Here is what our subject finally understands, and what we hope walks home with you. The path does not need to go somewhere. It needs to go through you. So the next time you're stuck, staring, drilling for coffees deep, hear the friend's voice and the guide's smile behind it. Have you tried a walk? And if you want company for the longest walk of all, the one from your head to your heart, that is what we do at Chenzo Holistic Coaching. The address is right there in the description. Now, if you will excuse us, it is a beautiful day somewhere. From head to heart.
Hey, this is Chenzo. If this touches something in you, like this video and subscribe and share it with somebody who needs it. And if you want real help on your path, come to ChenzoHolisticCoaching.com. The link is below. With love.